Hello everybody, how are you doing? Lawrence here on Tuesday, June the 22nd. Well, Boris Johnson tells us July the 19th is the date. It's all good for July the 19th. But what I think he means by that is that'll be the next day there's any sunshine in the forecast. Hasn't it been rubbish weather? Really has freezing the cobbles here in Lancashire, you know. And yesterday like was the longest day, wasn't it? June the 21st, the summer solstice, midsummer. But it was freezing, you know, and it's the longest day. But when I was a lad, all days had 24 hours. Now, I've not been to school for a long time, so I don't know how it works, but, you know, presumably there's a few minutes, a second, I don't know, but it's the longest day. And traditionally, it's the day that the Druids and other oddbods, you know, celebrate. I shouldn't say oddbods, no, I don't mean that, it's unfair. Not strange, obviously that's not nice, eccentric, don't we? Stay with oddbods, but I mean that in the nicest possible way, but they would normally celebrate the summer solstice at Stonehenge, you know, watch the sun rise or set or something, you know, but they've not been allowed, which is very sad. And I think that's a shame, really, you know, they're nice people, these, you know, they're lovely people. I think they believe God's an oak tree or something, but lovely people. And it is a shame. Hopefully next year, you know, they'll be able to get there. But no, the weather's been. Having said the weather's rubbish, I was watching Real Deal earlier, you know, and you have to say David Dickinson's tan. You know, he's always tan, but particularly tan, I thought, you know. So he's obviously enjoyed the sunshine we've had previously in lockdown. You know, he's probably got a lovely garden, nice patio sort of thing, you know. Lovely jubbly, I've got a lovely patio, you know, something like that. But he was very, very tanned. And he doesn't seem to peel, you know, when I get burnt and so on, you know, I peel here and I peel there and so on. But no, David Dickinson doesn't seem to peel. He wears it very well, you know, and it's a great programme, that. No, I feel sorry for the Jews not being able to, you know, go to Stonehenge. And talking of not being able to travel, what about Nicola Sturgeon stopping everybody from Manchester going up to Scotland, you know? That does seem extreme, you know, you can go to Iceland or something, but you can't go 200 miles up the M6, you know, to Scotland. Well, it just seems, I mean, how are they going to police it, you know? What are they going to do to people who, from Manchester, who arrive in Scotland? Burnham is furious. The Manchester Mayor's really, really angry about this, Andy Burnham, because, of course, last week a lot of people from Scotland went to Wembley for the football. You know, he just doesn't think it's fair, you know, at all. And, you know, he has a point, really. And I noticed a big lad from Scotland at the weekend won the world's strongest man, you know, big lad, I think he's only 19 or something. You know, I suppose if he's on the border, you know, people are not going to want to cross. And I suppose that's an idea, keeping it as at bay, but it just seems, you know, seems a bit extreme. But things aren't going great, you know. You think they are, but you're worried about what's going to happen, aren't you? Because they're talking about new variants, you know. We've got this Indian variant dominant at the moment. We've had South Africa, Brazil, all this. Where will the next one come from? You know, if it comes from Russia or somewhere, you know, that could be really dangerous. You could mix it with a bit of Novichok or something. So you've got to, you know, you've got to keep your eye on the ball, haven't you? And it's not just coronavirus we should be worried about this winter. They're talking about flu coming back with a vengeance. Because it's been lying dormant, nobody's had it because of lockdown, it's been sort of gathering strength and it's ready to come and have a go at us, you know. So we're going to have so many jabs, you know. It'll be like a pincushion at the end of it. But it just has to be done, doesn't it, to keep safe, really, I suppose. But flu can be dangerous, you know, I've seen it. And funnily enough, at the weekend, Derek never misses a game of balls, my friend, never misses a game of balls. He didn't turn up, Crown Green balls. So I rang him up and he said, well, I'm in bed with flu. Well, you know, I got really worried. I went down to the shop, you know, and I got some chocolates in a card and went round. Turns out flu is Fluella, his latest girlfriend off the internet. You know, I was a bit annoyed, really, because they hadn't explained. And it won't last, you know. I hope it does, but it won't last, you know. She said she was there in the background, you know. She said, oh, hasn't he got a lovely smile, you know. Well, you know, Derek's teeth are like the stars, you know, they come out at night. When she finds out all these things, you know, they may not stay together. I hope they do, you know, but we'll have to wait and see, you know. So good luck to them, and good luck as well to all the football teams, you know. England and Wales have done well, and you have to feel sorry for Scotland, don't you? This lad, Billy Gilmore, catching COVID, you know. But these two England players, you know, Ben Chilwell and Nathan Mount, you know, they got it. Well, they have to isolate because they had some sort of intimate touching in the tunnel for 20 minutes or something, I was reading. You know, so it seems a bit odd, doesn't it? You know, I'm not casting any aspersions, but it's a bit of a shame, that, isn't it? You know, when you got such a big game. Meanwhile, it looks like Manchester City are going to probably get Harry Kane. Certainly, they're going to make a bid by the looks of it, 100 million. And some people said Kane wasn't able, you know, for England, but he certainly, Manchester City, Pep Guardiola obviously rates him, you know, and I hope he can understand him, you know. It's not easy, is it, with Harry Kane? Well, it's not easy, so they might need an interpreter for Pep Guardiola, you know, and then it would work. But my great-grandson, people had a go at him. He's got all these butt teeth and you know, all these twisted teeth, and he doesn't speak very clearly. And he's a striker, and people say, oh, he'll never score and so on, you know. But he does his best, and he got a brace. So stick at it, you know, and good luck to them all. And don't be cruel to people just because of the way they speak or anything, you know. They can't all speak like me or you know. Anyway, listen, really nice speaking to you. Let's catch up again next week. Stay safe, and all the best from Lawrence.